Granting me the opportunity to speak about education in this community. I am Sipho Goodman Walaza, born and bred in this community. I did my primary education in this area. After passing Standard 6, I went to the Eastern Cape because there were no accommodation for us in the Western Cape. We had to go to the Eastern Cape. Let me tell you how the education was expanded or developed in this. In the 50s, late 50s, 58, we were doing sub-A under the roof of Wesleyan Faith, that they gave us their church as a school for a number of years. From then, we went to the Dutch Reformed Church building that really offered us a space. At a later stage, it was the community hall. So the Dutch Reformed Church on its own and the Faith of Wesleyan Church, they played a crucial role in uplifting the education in this community. Our first principal then, I was a boy then, was the late Mr. Kalase, who was late. And after him, there was Miss Mvinjelwa. After Mvinjelwa, the late Llewellyn Kowane, Albert Zingo, Eric Sipho Mkajo, my friend. He has already passed away. May his soul rest in peace, Mr. Mshom. Also, and currently it's Mr. Lion. You see, I had an opportunity to be with my community in education, in all its aspects, for more than 40 years. I retired in 2013. What can I mention really? We came here in the mid-50s or in 50s from Oukamp. As I understand, to my parent, it was because of the forced removals and the separate development that we all know that certain ethnic group must develop separately. We all know that. And from that, most of our parents, they didn't really believe in such an education because the highest standard then in the community was Standard 4. And when Mr. Nkowana arrived here in 1968, he introduced Standard 5 and Standard 6. First Standard 6 examination was written here in 1969. From there, when you pass Standard 6, there was no other alternative but to go in the Eastern Cape to upgrade for Standard 7, 8, 9, 10, and so forth and so forth. The sports was really active. Music, culture, what can I name, choirs and so forth. The people were living in peace. Many teachers were really committed in upgrading and educating our children. In those days, we were using now, or we believe in that, children, if they don't listen, then they must be punished. There is saying that you spare the rod and you spoil the child. But nevertheless, that as the time goes on, the school developed, and Standard 6, Standard 7 was also introduced. The principal then was Mr. Nkowane, and he left, and then Mr. Mkajo came in. The school developed other grades up to grade 12 in one campus. And we call it a Ashton Combined Primary School. and its product, and they were doing very well because we can really point fingers to others who are today playing a very crucial role in the development of the country. So currently, as the time goes on, the question of discipline was also a challenging factor because when they are late, they were not running anymore. They will just push, drag their feet. You cannot do nothing because they were so proud that they can never be punished again. So despite that, the parents, the teacher, usually talk about this really lack of discipline that was really developing into their really children. But ultimately, the teachers did their part and it was really under control. Today, under Mr. Leon, the current principal, we do receive the good results from matric and so forth. So I'm happy to have that opportunity and to make an impact around it. So is there any question, Mr. Neville? That is all. So what we can do, as we usually say to our parents, because 80% of the children of this community, when they passed Standard 4, they went back to the local factory, Langeberg. Very few of them went to the Eastern Cape to do Standard 6, Standard 7, and so forth. But with the current generation, we are really motivating them that they must really improve their education. They must be hands-on. So even the parents, they must give support, because without education in our time, we are nothing. So thanks for the opportunity. I thank you.